can see the microphone. I didn't even check. I'll push it a little bit. Lee. I guess there's really nothing hanging on the wall right there, so kind of works. Anyway, I favor this side too much to have the mic over there, and everyone was complaining about the sound the past couple days, so I switched it back around. See if that helps. Um, and anything else? It was a long and treacherous night, but it was a short and relaxing day. For that I am grateful and even a bit tired, needless to say. Back on because I said I would be. I feel like you're always first. Thank you so much for that. That's like so kind. um, oh hey. Yeah, today's a much better day because I did the right thing and I waked and baked from the second that I got up today, and I was like, cool, that's all it takes. So we're back in a big chilly illy mode and like able to handle trolls and doesn't cry on camera unless scripted, right? Last night was a little off the cuff, a little off the book, a little off the deck. Probably the only replay I would never recommend unless it was for oddly specific reasons. Of course, that's gonna make people go, I wonder why. Either way, wow, good for you. That was kind of me yesterday, unfortunately. Good. I'm in a mood, as one would say, and I need to. It's yeah. That post 420 clarity, literally post not clarity. That post smoke clarity. The days after 420. It's Earth Day technically over yonder. 22nd of April. I also have to roll ads so that we have a timer countdown with. Otherwise, they'll just roll them randomly, and I won't know when it's rolling, and it'll disrupt the conversation and all this other stuff. And let's roll the ads. I'll be back in 3 minutes. That was literally like the longest 3 minutes of my life for no reason. Oh my God. I'm tired. I'm not tired, but I'm tired, you know? Did not write a whole chapter two of the novel that I was intending to write this morning, but I edited what I already had, which shaped up to be better and longer than I thought it was. And then reworked my outline. Hey, little lady, how's it going? Um, that's pretty much all I did today. I always clean up and I always make food. But other than that, there wasn't much going on today for me. I slept for like 4 hours midday and was just like, huh, guess we're just gonna do this, aka nothing until now. But I'm fresh and clean, you know what I mean? I'm here, I'm present, sorta. Feel like I could fall asleep. Could be the nutmeg still. I don't know. Or I'm just exhausted because I just like don't sleep regularly or enough certain times of the month. Like this one. Next week. Oh, obviously, but like, why? Well, not why. I meant was like, why were you trusting strangers in the first place? But I've met so many strangers that I've really to know or love, even if never seeing them again. But trust is, yeah, yeah, I get it. Yeah, um, yeah. As Fox Mulder would say, trust no one. Dom, do you follow me on Instagram? I oh, I have two. I used that song in my story, so I think it was this account. Um, hey, and then there's another one that's this account was Kate Bush today. But I used that song. That's why I was like, yo, did you see that? Did not hit enter apparently. Um, y'all, fucking sleepy deepy, bro. But not really. I'm about to crack a cold one with the boys and tell you about this Hunter S. Thompson business. Part of the way that I've been writing lately is to literally just be like, "Ah, Thompson, you're in." And he's like, all right. And then he just like, he doesn't scream at me, but he just like hollers. I know, right? I believe you. Hollers in my vicinity. Gets me all amped, encourages me to stay delirious and be unhinged and insane. Kind of like he was. And then reading it, thinking about that is like, wow, I guess if you replaced PMDD with drugs, it would be very similar, yes. I am sorry. I warned y'all that I was a 21 and up club and you got to sneak in, but you couldn't get in. Wait. That's so funny. I don't even post that explicit of content on there. Um, that's so funny. Genuinely, you wouldn't lie about your age. Appreciate that for you out of context. And then this one is hilarious. So sorry about that. Probably not gonna change it. Not missing much. I don't use Instagram a lot. I am actually debating on like whether or not shut the fuck up. Whether or not I'm gonna accept where I'm at in life or push much harder in the way of having an online presence at all and not really nurturing it or letting it grow at all. But knowing that to fix that, the need is to just like dump, 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 dump content. And I'm like, okay, I get it. And sometimes it's fun to make things like reels and stuff or write poetry and posts, but it's irritating as fuck at the same time. Literally, it's you? No. What? Nobody knows what you're talking about. Um, no, but my ears were like buzzing, and then you sent a frog, and I loved it. So, more vibes indeed. Welcome back, Punch Drunk. Yeah, self promotion sucks. And it's like I don't want I'm not here to convince anybody that they should be into me. What the fuck? Like either you are or you're not. I shouldn't have to constantly remind you of my existence if I mean jack shit. Like I don't shouldn't have to fucking put shit out every day and post a million times and be all over the fucking internet just to make a dime. Like this is crazy to me. And the fact that people do it is exactly why it needs to be done, which is even more annoying, but admirable, because I don't want to fucking do it. That takes a lot of commitment, and it's a big leap and good faith. And so when it works for somebody, I am very impressed and proud of them, like immensely, completely. That shit is fucking irritating. And I just happen to have, like, a bunch of people who keep an eye on me and watch me and follow me who, like, don't actually fucking like me, and I didn't even realize till I forget or don't realize at all to what level that extreme is until I share my content or say what I'm doing or show people what I'm up to, and they just quietly watch it. Keep moving. You can't click a button. You're fucking weird. Why do you follow me? Why do you wanna know everything I'm up to if you don't even like it? If you don't like it, what do you want? Why are you here? Where are we going? You got to get out of here. You're clogging my airways. You're ruining my algorithm. You're fucking making it impossible for me to exist on anyone else's feed because if you don't respond well to it, then they won't share it with anybody else. So you know you're hindering me, but you won't fucking get the fuck out of here and stop watching me, even though you don't like me. You don't like it. You just want to sit there and be like, oh, she's blah 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 blah. Have you heard blah 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 blah? Did you see the da 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 da? What is she? Blah, da, da? Girl, get a life. You're boring. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry I had to hear it this way. If that is how you talk about people, if that is how you use Instagram or social media or whatever the fuck, that's dude, that is pathetic, okay? Pathetic. Happy fucking Friday. Is it Friday? It's Friday. That's so rude to call someone tone deaf. Everybody has different taste. I don't think I've ever called somebody tone deaf before. I think even when other people call themselves tone deaf, I'm like, ah, I hear what you're saying, but I wouldn't say that. Like, that's so rude. Yeah, I would hate him too. Um, yeah, whatever that means. Dissonant. I feel like dissonance is a word I use, but I don't know what dissonant music would be. Oh, I guess same thing. It's hard to pull that off. That's actually really impressive to me. But I guess I'm different. So, anyways, yeah, we're low key bitching right now, but the incense smelled really good and it's keeping me grounded. Last night was a trip. I don't think any of y'all were on there, and I don't know if any of y'all watched the replay, but I wouldn't. It was so there's no tarot. There's nothing to look forward to. It's literally me just like some would say, "Oh, I'm having a breakdown." I promise you. There's nothing. There's a drop of what a breakdown would look like. Like, come on, I'm much tougher than that. Much higher capacity for it, and quite honestly, a lot more sane than you are. You think that was difficult? So, anyways, it was an emotional time. I was just expressing myself. I was like, I can't just fucking pretend like I'm not miserable right now, even if I am supposed to stream and do this job. So I didn't fake it, and I just cried. I didn't really. When I cry, I like fucking sob for my life. sometimes. I didn't really cry on stream, but I definitely couldn't hold back the fact that I was crying, right? No makeup, nothing. It was so weird, but I probably need it for research and also it's probably good to let people see it. Like, this is what you hater, stalker, weirdos are literally like hating, stalking, and judging me for. But here you go. Here's the breakdown. Let me explain it over the course of 3 hours. Like, okay, so what do you want again? To just not support me, continue to talk shit about me, and to just like judge everything that I do because you didn't? Like, I don't know what to tell you, or you didn't expect me to be this or that, or whatever. Like, you're mad because I'm hotter than you? I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. Because I'm interesting or because you're boring? That's what it is. Like, if I was interesting, you'd like it. If I was interesting, you'd say so. If I interested you, you'd admit it and be okay with it, not be embarrassed by it or lurking a lurking mess, maybe even. I don't know. It's just the past couple days, I'm like really got fed up and just didn't hold back because I hold back enough, and also my life can be so miserable at times. That was like the whole point of the stream list. So tonight I'd like to get to some tarot or whatever, but I don't know that I necessarily will. I don't think that I couldn't do it. I just don't know that I want to. A little bit of a headache. I was thinking about my stream while I was getting ready, and I was like, "What do you mean?" There was this thought in my head that like I wasn't avoiding being on camera. I didn't mind streaming, but I was thinking about my ring light. I was thinking about the lighting, and I was like, "Oh, streaming doesn't sound bad, but that light sounds too bright already." And I have it like turned all the way down. It's not super bright right now. That warm golden light. So I made it comfortable, but I'm trying to squint my eyes. That's what I'm saying. Like, you imagine and get your dick wet? You upset you haven't sat on my face yet? What's up? What's good? What do you want? People literally look at what I'm doing and then just like ignore it or like pretend like they didn't see it or like ask me questions about it even though they already know. And it's like, what is that? Just be direct, be honest, like with yourselves and with me. Like, what the fuck, man? That's so bizarre to me. It's like so fucking weird. I couldn't imagine spending so much of my time caring about a person who is completely irrelevant to their life. One thing if it's a chase, but it's like you're just spectating for what at a game you don't like. I don't know. Like baseball fans being at a basketball game and then like complaining the whole time, refusing to participate, refusing to cheer, refusing to buy concessions, and then just being like, "Yeah, well, we should still be able to be here. You shouldn't discriminate against people who like baseball just because you play basketball." Okay, well, you're taking up seats for people who want to see the basketball game. So why don't you just go back to the baseball game? Leave us the fuck alone, right? Okay, like if it were as simple as like a couple stalkers, it'd be one thing. But I'm saying like people who over the years have made attempts, like fake attempts. That's what it was so good, right? Like that was the best way to describe it. Although I feel I would be more baseball because one, I love baseball games, and I also love basketball games. But the thing is, like a baseball game is almost never overwhelming. But basketball games, if I'm like hypersensitivity mode, the squeaking will really, really get to me. And it's like the hype and the horns is a lot of fun if I'm in the mood for a basketball game. But if I was like having a PMDD breakdown, I could not just go to a basketball game. But if I was having a PMDD breakdown, I could probably go to a baseball game. You're outside, weather's nice, get some fucking nuts or something, drink a fucking comically large beer or whatever. Like, I don't know. I love baseball games. And I would fuck you up with a bat. So maybe I'm the baseball game. Y'all need to go to a basketball game. Just kidding. I am like my personality screams basketball game because half the time I'm screaming. I'm the squeaky shoes. Yeah. Baseball is boring. This is kind of what I was saying. Like when it comes to a sport, I'm basketball all day. Baseball, when you're at a baseball game, I can't imagine. Do people watch the game? It's such a vibe. The last game I went to, we, like, sat there and we, like, talked and watched the game and kinda, like, made friends with the small child to the right of us. Like, he was just alone, but he wasn't. It was so funny. I don't know. I had a drink and we walked around. It was a really empty game. There wasn't not a lot of people there. Um, right? Uh so, like, getting to be outside, like, it's just beautiful. The whole environment of baseball and, like, the stadium we were at has, like, a little park inside of it, like, not amusement park, but they got, like, the carousel and the Ferris wheel. We didn't go on it, but it's just, like, you could do stuff. They had a baseball game and all the concessions and, like, the historic statuaries in the Hall of Fame, and there's just, like, very cool. I feel like at the basketball arena, it's not any bigger or smaller probably, but if it's the way it's set up is just more like the traffic flow is not as good. It's like inside and outside, whereas a baseball game's all open. And I really like baseball stadiums. Like, I don't know how else to explain it. The sport itself, I could give a fuck less. I think I would prefer to play. I've never played baseball, I played softball. I think generally I liked softball better to play it than basketball. No, I like basketball too. I like playing sports. It's weird. It's not what people would expect. Who's got me ringing in my ear? Shh. We're gonna crack a cold one with the boys, and we're gonna get into some tarot, right? I wish I had caffeine, but I don't. I drank it earlier, and I was like, "Fuck, I don't think this has caffeine in it anyway." Kind of tight if it did, though. Either way, it's really for effect. I don't know what netball is. They might have it and just call it something else, but I don't know it by name. Exactly. Literally, it's intense. Yeah, it's like yeah. Baseball games are like a whole leisure activity, but either sport is just as equally good or boring to me as the other. Basketball is much more fast-paced. Oh, we just do softball, netball. That's weird. Why can't they just play basketball? They have no backboard, so it's even harder. Women's sports mean nothing to me. Okay, well, I guess let's just make it more difficult for them then. Why don't they get a backboard? That's so fucking crazy. I wasn't even reading the chat, I was looking it up. Cheers, by the way, ginger beer. Whatever that means. Oh, incense. Capricorn incense burning. It's like they all have 10 or 11 in a pack, so I've been burning off the 11th one and the ones that are 11. And they'll all be at 10 because I've always been a little notorious for having like OCD tendencies or just OCD. And it manifests in those ways of like all the numbers got to be the same, got to go in order, got to keep track. Little things. And like I've gone into like the checking and stuff because having a photographic memory is really helpful, but it can really throw you off where it's like if I cannot picture it, then I don't believe it happened or I don't believe it's impossible to remember. I don't know how else to explain it. I'm a New York woman, don't run it down. Someone my lipstick all over your face. Something about just knowing when it's around. What your dreams of Nebraska, Nebraska, Nebraska. I love you, you and I. Anyway, what's up? I'm about to pack this bowl up. I'm gonna read you some stuff out of this journal that was referenced. So, alright, if you've been missing it, I've been talking to fucking Dr. Hunter S. Thompson the past few days. So if you've really been missing it, last year, and like, I don't know, I would say like every few months, I just get really, really entranced by some random dead person, I feel like. It started with John Lennon, obviously, because he was the first one where I was like, all right, this is real as fuck. Like, you're literally telling me stuff that I can look up right now and is real. So I'm listening. So he was the first one to like show up and be like, oh, I want to talk to you. I'm like, I'm not streaming tonight. He'd be like, no, I just want to talk to you. I'm like, whoa, okay, this is cool. And then Nico stands out. Nico shows up all the time. Nico's my girl. So when I think Dom, I feel like it was you. When somebody asked me, "Do you feel like any of them are your friends?" Yes, I do. Jim will come up once in a while, but he doesn't usually stick around for days on end. You know what I'm saying? Whereas Nico will. John, hit and miss. Sometimes he shows up for 5 seconds. Sometimes he's there for 5 days. Big Libra energy, right? But me and Nico will throw down for days or even weeks on end. Um, but Dr. Hunter S. Thompson has been my guy, right now, the past few days. And the way it's been building up and unfolding to hear about is it's it's so beautiful. Like it's so beautiful. The way it's all full circle and the way it's always inspired me, but also didn't really sit right with me in the very beginning, and I think it was never supposed to because he almost didn't want me to have the influence of him over me. Because as he put it, even though he's been more or less watching me for a long time, like since I was 15, as he said, he never he read over my shoulder. So last night he was like, "Okay, go back to that journal you had when you were 15, and anything written in green was a channel message from me, like Hunter S. Thompson." I'm like, "Okay, cool." And I was like, "I don't remember ever having a green pen in high school, but I'll check. I'm gonna look in here." Lo and behold, I did not ever have a green pen in high school, at least that I used in this journal, because there was no passages written in green except for one in 2011, which would have been after high school and was a quote from somebody. And the other was a passage from recently in which I used green pen. So I want to read them anyways because that came up last night where he said, look for the passages in green for a channel message. No, I don't think he's trolling me. I think he was just, it was like when I was younger, he was reading over my shoulder. That's like black is all me. I don't know who the blue is yet. He's a Cancer, so I was like, maybe the blue is him. And he's like, nah, just the green stuff. Because he did not send any messages, channel anything, or try to influence me at all until I got older, until after high school. Um, and even influence would be taken very lightly because, again, it's almost like he channeled a message through someone else who said it to me, and I wrote it down in green. And that I find to be an odd coincidence, don't you think? Isn't that crazy? It's just, it was from 2011, same journal that I started when I was 15. So when I realized that, I did feel like it was a trolling moment. I was like, so it's a joke. And he's like, no, think about it. And I was like, oh, cool. So he's like, yeah, he's a cool guy. Um, and I just love life, definitely. So wait till you hear this quote. This was just like a random sort of like ex of mine that said this to me. It's so funny. I'm just reading anything written in green. This page just says, oh no. Oh, I had a bookmark. And I just dropped the bookmark because I forgot that I bookmarked it for this very occasion. Silly me. Math equations. Math equations everywhere. Really though. Okay. I like this page though, really quick. This says, this is from July 2011. It says, I guess I'm getting older. Um, yeah, it depends. Some people, I watched my grandma go through that while she was dying. I was there and I could see her separating from her body, and it was really scary because she was very lucent. I don't know, very lucent. She was like practically in a coma, but her vision of herself in my mind's eye, seeing her leave her body like that, it was like she was like delirium, young again, and she still presents herself to me as she would have looked in the 50s, in a black and white way, as if she walked out of a photo like movie character. I don't know how else to explain it. But she acclimated, even though at first she was like went insane, but she wasn't totally all there when she died. Yeah. So I think it just depends on how well they cope and adjust, or how quickly, or if they have the right guides to bring them back to reality once they get to the other side. That's all factors, I'd say. Right? Quick update. This is from February 2017. That's so funny because I started this in like 2008. Quick update. Everything is different. It all feels the same. 3/17, March 2017. So this is hilarious because this is literally a month before I was in the psych ward. I forgot this was in here, and I'm about to read some of it because it's funny as fuck. It says Princess Sociopath. Click E5. Tick Doctor Stranger. And what's funny is I don't think TikTok existed in 2017. Did it? No. Um, and then the whole page just says pick, click, tick, pick, click, tick, pick, click, tick, pick, click. I don't know what the fuck this scary stuff. Scary stuff. I'll tell you that much. I've got to stop lifting this notebook up so carelessly. And there is literally so many loose pages inside there. This is a random poem. Stranger than fiction, a real life Alice filled with blood, loaded with malice. What have you done to Wonderland now? Kill the Jabberwocky. Did you forget how? I'm doing my best to soft reply to what might be the world's greatest lie. Damn it, Alice. I love that. Yeah, no, I like 3333333. There is no why, there's only you. LOL, FML. This is me trying to sort myself out. I ended up in psych ward anyway. I was like, well, what are you gonna do? A series of unfortunate events starring me because you're an absolute monster. Duh, it's all fake. This is really especially funny because I didn't know about PMDD yet, so to have this attitude then, very telling. Same thing now. And then it just jumps to 2022. Oddly enough, last September, I decided to write. It's when I started looking through this again. Um, so it's really cute to me. There's just those 3 entries a month before the psych ward, 6 years ago. Very good. So, anyways, this quote. Missed the page. I found the other one though. All right. I guess everybody lost interest, but that's okay. So somebody just apparently said this to me. I don't even remember this conversation, but I wrote it down. Also, one of the earliest birthday gifts I've gotten this year, this amazing pendant. It's just like you can see the dimensions of it, like the back of silver, and resin cast is bubbled. Can't really tell. It's just the Hierophant, like the classic Rider-Waite Hierophant illustration. Heavy as fuck, really good. It says, seriously, I think you're fucking awesome. I like that you're a mess. Seriously, it's so much better than anything else possible. And I'm like, okay, Hunter S. Thompson wanted me to hear that of all things to say to someone. No, seriously, I love that you're a mess. It's like better than everything possible. anything else possible. It's so funny. And then the other entry was from like again, probably September of last year. It says 9/22 was the last date I wrote, so this was September of last year that this green channeled message came about. And at that point, I had already talked to him at least once, I think. Maybe not. But I had started to identify in his energy at least, because like I look in the fucking mirror and some days I'm like, wow, you're a spitting image, girl. What the fuck? All right, so this was the other thing written in green, but again, this wasn't from when I was in high school. It's just all the same journal that I had since 2008 or something. And on the front page, Laurie Anderson, Peter Gabriel, excellent birds reference. So that's what I was into back then. May 2008. Maybe this was from 2007. That's like a lot of pages. I don't know. April. I've always journaled. Anyways, it's not just about letting go of what no longer serves me. More so letting go of people who are too guarded, I think. Too scared. But guarded. I think it's meant to be guarded. To tell me what I really mean to them, if anything at all. No amount of magic can hold me to a man. Final. Fuck you if you ain't found. One day I woke up and decided it was enough. I took out Illumi's pin. It struck my eye so deeply. I hope you heal its wound. I hope I have yet to heal its wound. But I found you. That's all I can say is I found you. The mud gathers. I don't know, the mud gates. The mind games are over. I had no idea. I have no idea what I was doing and how did you know what I was real if you didn't know us? Something totally illegible. Something about trust man. Something like man. So there's something. Uh, why was I looking in the first place? Pied Piper or Lionsgate? Dearly departed or grand destiny? Disillusioned or enchanted? You know what's really strange is that I put Dearly Departed in my stream. Was that bicycle day? It's crazy. Tell me no. That's nuts. You are kidding me. That was the night I talked to him. No, it was a couple days before. The 17th, the title was The Dearest Departed. And then like 2 days later I talked to Hunter S. Thompson and hanging with him ever since. It's been a great time. It's been very, again, inspirational, productive in the writing sense. I don't channel him while I'm writing though. He just stands there and makes sure that I do it. It's been like that. Apparently, it's been like that since I was 15. Is what he's trying to tell me. So I am the am who always had pipe. I don't know. I don't know what that says, but yeah, it's pretty. Seems like an accurate message. Pretty funny, you know. I like it. So yeah, I wanted to share those because he told me to. You know, I can honor it. I'm here. I'm willing to fuck around, find out, hear him out, whoever it is, you know. I love necromancy. I love being able to talk to the dead. Not very many people are willing to, nor can they do it. So I'm kind of, very pleased to be the one that Jesus said, come to me and let me teach you the ways that I am. I said, okay, tell me. I was like 5. That's cool. Some people judge me for religious purposes. And it's like, well, I don't know. It kind of seems like I followed your religion like way more hardcore than you did. But that's up to interpretation, I suppose. Anyway, everybody's in and out tonight. That's okay. At least I'm not in a really terrible mood. Cheers. Happy 422. Happy Earth Day. I'm probably going to roll ads. 420 on my ad timer when I said that. Did you ever love when you taste weed and it tastes like sometime when you first started smoking, and if you can't really pick it out, it just tastes like old weed from back in the day? No? Yeah, that's okay. Anyways, I'm about to roll ads, 3 minutes, and then I'm gonna come back, and I think I'm just gonna start tarot because it's finally quiet and there's no conversation going on. I aired my grievances. I don't give a fuck. I'm in a good mood. I think it's fine. I'm gonna do it. Um, if you are watching and you're not just lurking and you feel like choosing a deck, let me know. There's one that you got in mind. I've really had a pretty steady rotation of them all lately, so like I don't know what I'm gonna use, but I'm gonna do it anyway, you know. So I will be back in 3, and we will start some taroting. Hey, I'm sending my friend Barbie memes real quick. I know you understand. When I come back, I'm gonna do tarot. I just like need a minute. I'm just doing something. This something is definitely sending Barbie memes, but that's okay. Um Yeah, Dom. Don't be so cute on the TL if you don't want ladies to follow you on Instagram. Ooh. Timeline. How old am I? Am I that old? I thought you said you were 25. Jesus fucking Christ. What do you call it these days? We called it the TL. I'm so sorry. It was TRL and then it was TL. You probably have no idea what TRL is. Maybe because you're Australian, maybe because you're young. But it stands for Total Request Live because at one time the right, it's a feed now. It was a timeline back in the day. So sorry. So TRL was like you could request music videos that they would play on MTV on air because like you couldn't just watch music videos on the internet at the time. Shortly after that though you could. So anyways, no spoilers. You wouldn't be able to see my phone, but I'm trying to send these Barbie memes, okay? Listen. They're really funny. They're perfect, but they are kind of a spoiler, so if you've never seen True Blood, you can't see these Barbie memes. Um, wow, what do you mean leave from the psych ward? How long were you in there? Oh wait, I want to do tarot. Oh no, what have I done? Oh god, what did I do? Where are we? Bird's eye view. What? Damn! I can blame on my 8 days, but only because I had no idea what was going on. I was like not okay, cognizant or competent when I was in there. I was like, okay, I guess. Sure. I was so fucking confused, man. I was just like, I will say whatever you want me to say to get out of here. You can call me whenever you want. I'll do whatever you want. I like enrolled in school and stuff. When I got out, I was like so lost. For real. Oh, hell no. See, and if you freak out, then they're like, "See, you need to stay." I fucking hate it. I hate it. Mm. That's why I give myself grace if I'm just being like a regular asshole and not a perfect dick, you know? These memes are not sending. It's upsetting me. It's just us tonight. Whoa, this is you on my feed. And not the TL. It's not the TL anymore, okay? Total Request Live is canceled. Carson Daly canceled. Like who? Oh no. It's the cultural barrier, not the age barrier, right? Just kidding. All right. I said I was gonna do tarot and then I went back into chat mode. Kind of by accident. I was clicking stuff and then awful. I feel like there's always homeless people in the psych ward though, and then it's like that's sad that they're like, oh, just be homeless. Oh, wouldn't be. Oh, I see what you're saying. The opposite of what I said. Yeah, that makes sense. That makes sense. I wonder. See, I wonder how much different it was being inside there than it is here. Because, like I said, I was horrified. They like force you to take drugs. They let me outside in the courtyard that was like 5 by 5 feet one fucking time in 8 days. Disrupted my sleep every single night to do whatever. Oh yeah, totally get that. I think it's normal to go through that. I think part of evolution and even karmic kind of like pairs like that, parent to child, are to teach us, what we need to learn or want to know or why we came back here, and to question whether or not we'll do it again, if we'll reincarnate by procreation or reincarnation, right? Together or not, to walk a path, right? I can't do it, and now I'm turned off from it. So then I'm trying to deal with this other thing that I'm dealing with. No, I don't even know what's happened to me because being in the hospital in LA was way worse than 8 days at Kingswood. That place was great. I mean, I was out of my mind. I needed to get out of there. I was confused. They thought they gave me a bag. I just can't even talk about some of the stuff. They're just like, okay. I just was so go along with it, out of my fucking gourd. Um, and it didn't even snap me out of it. And I stayed on the drugs for a while, but I couldn't do it anymore, you know? And then this psychiatrist I saw after the fact was like, well, if you don't want to take them, no one is forcing you. So you'll do what you want to do, and you know what's best for you, and I can't make you do anything that you don't want to do. You feel that you need to stop, then stop. And I was like, thank you. And I just kind of never wanted to do them again, but then I had to try it again and tried something else. It was no different. Not that helpful. But it's funny how people would be like, oh my God, it's so dangerous to stop taking your meds. You have to wean off and talk to a doctor, blah, 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 blah. That's not what my fucking doctor said. That's not my fucking doctor said. He didn't tell me to wean off or give me any advice. He said, if you don't want to take them, don't. I was like, okay, bye. That's kind of like, I don't know if that's bad advice. It was the best advice I ever got. But there was, this factor of, for me. You still? Damn, what did you do? Let's be real. You don't have to tell us. You don't have to say that I'm fucking loud. Um, because it sounds like you really got yourself into some shit if that was happening. I like more incense. When's your birthday again? Virgo. I was thinking Capricorn and Leo, and I was like, neither one of those are right. Why do I think that? And it's because you're a Virgo, so it's like, right. Two of them put together, summer baby and earth sign. It's so cold in Alaska. Something about the people ask her, 'cause it's all in her mind. Stephanie said, Stephanie said, when answering the phone, when answering the phone. Don't you hate that? Yeah, I don't even want to talk about what ended up getting me in there. It was like kind of the same thing where I wasn't really down with the extraterrestrials yet, but I was going through some channeling and stuff. And I had already done stream of consciousness and was like, oh, I'm good at it. What does that mean when you're channeling stuff? Stupid. You're fucking doing necromancy and don't realize it. So it's like, okay, whoops. Even that aside, it's like just so funny. It's just so funny to watch the way things unfold because at the time it was almost like I would voice 55555. Whoever just walked in, you better fucking stick around because this is it. This is it. This is what you came here for. You may not get the personal reading, yes or no, stay with your boyfriend type shit, but you'll get what you need. It was perfect timing. That's a cosmic event. Don't you understand? There is like, take it, okay? Thought I was smart, thought I was right. Thought it better not to fight. I thought there was a virtue in always being cool. So it came time to fight. I thought I'd just step aside and at the time would prove you wrong. And that you would be the fool. We were gonna switch to tarot mode, and then me and Dom got caught up. One of those nights. Some dragon's blood. Backflow incense comb, but I don't have a backflow incense burner. So I put them on the other incense sticks and then stick them in my fucking Heelys ashtray. It's not a Heelys, it's like a Sharky though, or something weird. Yeah, Smokezilla. Nothing like either of the things that you said. That's okay, man. Use your imagination. I don't know where the sunbeams end and the starlights begin. It's all a mystery. How to fight is to defend. Please stop now and tell me when would be the time that you would stand up and be a man. Do you? We don't have to do it. You're the only one here. That's so funny. Me getting ready for readings and they left. They scattered. So who cares? You do tend to dip for the reading because it feels like anytime I go to talk to you, once I've started and referenced something that we talked about, oddly enough, um, you're always gone. Like you never respond. And then later in the night, you start talking again. And I'm like, huh, that's normal coming in and out. I didn't know if it was a coincidence or if it's just the tarot part. You're like, yeah, no. Why are you on the tarot category or is it just me? How did you find me? Thanks. Maybe that's why I accidentally hit chat and then hit edit and then hit save and then was in chat mode today. Because it like froze on me. Was for you, I guess. What don't you like about it? I don't know if you heard me talking about this the other day, but I was kind of discussing wanting to walk away from it myself to some degree, but also knowing that I'm just overcoming something and maybe won't dedicate so much of my life to tarot in the future. But right now, I'm just flexing. I'm literally just fucking flexing. Well, the thing is, I really was already into it by the time that happened to me. And, like, I'm not gonna just like I was already into it, and because I went through that experience, I was like, nope, this is bad. I'm staying away from all this, blah blah blah. And then life wasn't necessarily boring, but it just all like aligned me back to what I know and who I am, and helped me see myself again. But then second time around, was able to improve myself in ways that I couldn't the first time, right? To be stopped dead in your tracks, like, who are you? What are you doing? What do you value? What do you like? What are your plans in life? And you're like, whoa, I'm such age and have no idea, or maybe shouldn't have to know, right? Or I don't want to answer you. I don't want to talk to you, you know? Mm, well, because sometimes you can't take it literally. Sometimes it's not that simple. I think that's why I like to keep it vague in readings, for that reason. Or always give multiple timelines because you could be wrong and your cards could see what they want. But I think that also goes to show that you gotta be able to trust your readers, even if they are interpreting the same decks over and over again. It's kind of like, yo, you should let me give you a reading because I feel like I have to make good on this trade with you. You sent me beats. It doesn't matter if I used them yet. I haven't been in a music mood, but I like them. So you should let me give you one, and I bet it would change your mind because you'd be like, oh, maybe this is what I should have paid attention to the whole time. Okay. There's no dead people that you like want to talk to? Nobody? Nothing? My ears are hurting. Shh. They're like both ringing real deep in the canal. What do you want to know? What are you asking? What do you need? What kind of sign, symptom, messaging? What is it that you're asking? Number 3. Okay, well that's included in my trade offer is tarot's all inclusive. Some of my tarot decks are just exclusively for channeling. My Halloween Oracle exclusively for channeling. My mystery deck exclusively for channeling. I'm not limiting you to like a love reading or, predictive text. Those are options. Right. That's what I'm saying. I could do a mystery deck. I have a personal one to do for someone else. Would you do one of those for trade for those beats you sent me already? Since I owe you? I like to keep good on my word if I can. See what they want to tell you from an outside source. Hear it from someone else sometimes can be. It like doesn't though, if it's like a channeled message. But you've never watched it before, so you wouldn't know. Is that it? Because I use a tarot deck to shuffle, but sometimes I don't even use the cards. I'm just using them to tap in, or I use them to see who's talking. Each one of the aces in this deck that I'm referring to has like a different species of extraterrestrial representing them. So it'll just like tell me who I'm talking to, or maybe guide me on what they want to say or the ideals they want to express. But most of the time, those messages come in so clearly, I don't actually need to use the cards. But like I said, it helps to tap into them to have something to let them know that I'm ready. Don't put too much stake in the tarot. I don't. Remember, if somebody, okay, and no one's ever asked me for a specific channeling, and I would be very intrigued by that myself, 420, if we could try to do that. But yeah, it's not like predictive text tarot. That would be my Thoth deck, my pink deck, and my likely, I guess, the demon deck. And like the mystery deck can be used for twin flame readings, but those are far off and specific and not that intriguing. So the Halloween Oracle, if there's like a loved one, or the mystery deck if you want extraterrestrials. I think it'd be good for you, honestly, because I don't think it's fair what you had to go through because you were brave enough to be honest about what you experienced. And I think that it's fucking literally ignorant. It is literally ignorant when people think we are the highest or most intelligent or only life form in the universe. That is like, fuck. You literally believe we live in an ever expanding universe and we can barely get to the planets in our own solar system, let alone any planets outside of our solar system in the same galaxy as us, let alone a galaxy over from us? And you really think it's too far fetched that there could be alternate realities or other people, other beings living on other planets and other planes or dimensions? How how in the world can those two things coexist for anyone is fucking insane to me. And we get locked up in the psych ward for pointing it out. Huh. That's an interesting dream, isn't it? Maybe you're a seer of things. I feel like they go hand in hand if you can see the extraterrestrials and you can speak to the dead. Once you see one side, you can see all the sides, right? Maybe not, right? Maybe not for everyone. Maybe not the case for all people. I don't know. People are strange. when you're a stranger. Right. I do channel, and all my friends who've passed away's loved ones, my loved ones who's passed away's friends, none of them have ever come to me for readings from the people that they claim to love and miss and want to cry about for the rest of their lives. And they've never asked me to do it. And it's like, I'm not, like we talked about earlier, I'm not going to sit here and fucking brag and advertise and push anybody to do that. But y'all want to fucking stare at me funny while simultaneously doing nothing to change or be any more content with things, but thinking what I do is wrong or ugly or somehow insidious and blasphemous, even though Jesus did it. He channeled God. His mom was an incubator for extraterrestrials. Like, what did you get from that story? Like, I know in and out. I was indoctrinated, bro. I went to mass every Friday for 12 fucking years. Well, probably 8 years I went every Friday. For 3 of those years, I only went to chapel once a month. But I prayed every day. That's amazing. It's like her final gift to you. Oh, well, maybe she's trying to tell you that she can hear it and she loves it, and I think you should dedicate a song to her. Did she have a ponytail when she died? As she was elder, white hair parted in the middle, kind of like not curly, but maybe she had kind of almost kinky hair, but she always would wear it in a ponytail, and she was like white out and would always have little flyaways. It seems like she Oh, okay. Maybe it's not her. I'm picturing someone with like a ponytail of hair that was already gray or white or whatever. But if she didn't have long hair when she died, I don't know what that's about. Maybe that she regretted growing out her hair. Hmm, I don't know. Or didn't not growing it out. But the kinky part, or not kinky, but kind of like, yeah, kinky, I guess, because it's not really curly, but it definitely had some flavor. Yeah, like, yeah. Um, she always had flyaways, I think is what I'm saying. It was like Albert Einstein almost or something, but not to that level. That's just what I was picturing was the ponytail though, like a big, like luscious ponytail of hair for some. Um, old and gray. Anyways, that's cool. Yeah, maybe, but I feel like not if she was already grayed out in this vision. Maybe it's just not your grandma. Could just be somebody else. Um, Grandma and extraterrestrial. We were just talking about Jesus stuff, and it's fine. We don't need to revisit that road. But yeah, I probably will do tarot, even though you are really the only one I have around and the only one chatting with me. And you already admitted that you don't even really care for the tarot. So it's like, what's the point? But at the same time, I am kind of intrigued to do some messaging because I didn't last night. And it's not that I need to make up for anything or anyone or anything like that. And I'm working on feeling no shame. There were times throughout my day where I was like nervous. I thought about skipping a stream tonight, and I was like, well, I can because I'd be embarrassed if that was the last stream that I put up and didn't show up for work tonight. Like, fuck no, I'm not calling off. Like, I'm not fucking to no call, no show my own fucking stream. Hell no. I'm gonna come on here and face reality. That I was a mess yesterday, but if that's a mess, then I'm okay with it because what an easy cleanup that is, huh? It's fucking what did that say? It's amazing that you're it's literally the most amazing thing that you're a mess. Seriously, I love it. Whatever the fuck that said. Perfectly described, yeah? Green. He said, look for the green messages. Amazing, this life. Amazing, this life. It's been a wild and awesome few days. I love tourist season. Love tourist season. Hardcore introspection. Hardcore analytics. 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 on the clock. Okay. Psychedelia. Think about Matt Berry and I alone, let alone like Grace Jones, JoJo Siwa, and think about psychedelic Tauruses. Don't you dare. Don't you dare try to take JoJo Siwa off that list because she does belong there and I'm not going to get into it. JoJo Siwa is psychedelic. I don't care. Next. Horses. Okay. Who was someone in the Grateful Dead was a Taurus, but it was like someone so random. Can't think of his name right now. I think Bob Weir's a Cancer and Bill Ish might be a Libra and Jerry's a Leo. Tom Mayer's a Libra. It was so and Pigpen's not a Capricorn, maybe a Capricorn. I don't even remember. Anyways, I do kind of want to do some tarot just to do it, just to have a reading out there for the next couple days because I won't be streaming tomorrow night or tonight, whatever time it is. I could go on a tirade about Earth Day, or I could just share my Earth Day content with you from a couple of years ago. Probably not even that good of a web show quality wise, but that's sort of what makes me such a gem. It's like it's all so raw and honest, right? We love that about a bitch. Okay, I shared this the other day. Um, a 420 Bicycle Day episode of the show. Um, Why can't I paste? Did it not copy? You know what? They're on here. It's Stone Current Events. There's 3 episodes. One's about Earth Day, one's about my birthday, and one's about. Here you go. You can find other content on there too. Cool. So, it's fucking dead tonight. That's okay. You can use them. I won't even use them. I didn't get to it. It's my own fault. Um, so for me to be so tired. Um, but I think I'm just in the vibe of writing where I feel like I could write a little bit before bed if I'm still awake for it. But like, I think I might get to some tarot right now. But you don't even like the tarot. And it would be tarot because I don't have it in me to do much more. I don't want to do any channel messages or anything. Everyone will just be bored. Someone wants a pink deck reading so bad. They want the pink deck. You know what? Instead of doing a full reading, I'll just read the cards that I've been putting aside because some of them are pink. And then I'll probably just wrap up the stream. It's a short night. I'm like tired and it's funny that it was busier and higher traffic last night and more chatters and stuff when I was like not good. And then tonight I'm like, all right, back to normal, back to feeling okay. And then it's like a very quiet. And it was like, damn, yeah, this happens sometimes where there's things that are beyond repair. And we'll see if it really makes a lasting effect or if it's genuinely just a slow night. But it may turn some people off for me to be so abrasive, even if I am very honest and candid about how and why I became that way. And no matter how you slice it, everybody gets a taste. So I think I'm gonna roll ads. It's only been 30 minutes and an hour, but I'm fucking tired. And then I'm gonna do a quick draw tarot. And then I might come back and chat for a second, and then I'm gonna go. I'm not gonna go to other things, and I'm very excited for today. Going to see my friend. It is Earth Day, and it's gonna rain, which is kind of unfortunate because I was hoping to go outside, but it looks like that's not happening. Um, Maybe I will run in the rain. Who knows? I will be right back, and then we will do a little tiny mini tarot draw, and then I might chat for a second. Okay, just me and my lurkers once again. Gotta love it, right? Cheers, God bless. Let's get on with it, yeah? You're really gonna go? Stick around. Okay, no, I can't force tarot upon you. Sorry, you already know what the turquoise box means. It's just a quick draw. Come back in like really soon. I'm just reading the cards that are already out. I'm not doing a full spread or anything. I know that doesn't matter to you, but it won't take long, is all I mean. I think that was all of them. What was that? Something cool, I bet. A Gothic church. I need to have a fucking paint night real soon. Okay, I think I keep meaning to say this and never did the past few nights. But I've been thinking about how some people like have this habit of seeing the best in others. And I have this uncanny habit, not necessarily seeing the best in others, but seeing the worst in them and kind of being able to accept them and love them despite it or in spite of it. And that's kind of sounds like a superpower, but I assure you it isn't. It's really terrible to be able to love horrible things. And I guess it's because I've identified as such horrible things that I speak of that would keep me in this state of mind that feels like anybody and everybody is worthy of love, life, etc. 222 and two dunes. So it does, well, I don't want to say it puts me at an impasse, but it is just, it's hard sometimes not understand how someone would choose anything less. Yeah, and that's okay. 4 cups. Gonna make you an offer you can't refuse. Just kidding. Refuse that shit. Nobody's breadcrumbing anything. No empty cups. No draining. Forget it. Face down, one of our diamonds. I wonder if I'll grab the book. Alistair? We should probably find out. We should probably find out. Focus on liberal sciences, including observation and charting. That's interesting because that would be like birth charts and astrology. And if it's face down, it's something that needs to come to surface and be realized. 1, 2, 3 on the time. And observation and charting, yeah. So maybe getting more insight rather than more outside, right? More insight than outside. We got the 4 pentacles here. Being protective of your shit. Don't cling too tightly, okay? It's all just stuff at the end of the day and the beginning, right? It's what's in between that really matters. We have the maiden, so this could be you or it could be someone that is in your life. Youthful, fertile energy, beautiful journey ahead, align with nature, the greater things, okay? And in reverse, the Empress. This person's not fully matured yet, not fully realized yet, not fully in their power yet, whether it's you or them. That's why this Four of Cups is here, is to remind you to accept what you're worth and not just take any offer. So this card was on its side face down, but as slowly it's shifting around as I reveal them. So I feel like it's turning into, I don't know if this is upright or in reverse, but I feel like it's getting to this point. So reverse fallopian tubes. Maybe it's time to get your tubes tied. Even debating about it or something could just be that step. And then we have the Lovers here at Gemini. Trying to make that decision though, if you want to go that route or not, if you want to just be done. But yeah, the Lovers could also just indicate a relationship in general, but this is Gemini, so it could be Gemini season, dealing with a Gemini, or just making a decision. I cannot stop scratching my chest. What's weird is I do have a scar there from my cat. I do have a scar there from my cat, but it is very itchy right now. And all these this necklace is new. Hierophant, happy birthday to me. Got a few days. Um, but you know, interestingly enough, pretty cool. Like that reading, making a decision. Putting Alistair away. It's been out for days. I don't know why he doesn't want to go back in. The others, the boxes need to be pulled. I'll just pull more cards, but I don't know. I just go. This was kind of a nice night. It was nice to come back and like have no pressure, not be questioned, not be looked at, just be present. I just said last night too that I did better with the smaller crowd than the larger crowd at the time, even though sometimes I can definitely entertain a room, right? So that's, yeah, sad sights, but what are you gonna do, right? So shortest reading in a while. Let's see if we can get some. I don't have my pens over here, do I? That's okay. I'm gonna see if I can get some channel messages. Oh, I wish I had like 2 sets of everything I love, yeah? Where did I put my multicolored pens? Because I like to have color coding when I'm doing channeled messages. Okay, well, you know what? Here's a color. And here's a color. And here's a color. And that's all I got. That instead. No. No. Somebody. Ah, who is that? You're loud. You're hurting my head. Be quiet. What do you want to know? I can tell you off the cuff, but I'm not doing any actual tarot cards. I'm about to do some channel messages. Like scribing. So basically the 3 pens I have on deck are red, blue, and black. So what that would mean is red, fire sign or fire placement messages, blue, water sign or water placement messages, and black would be general, unanimous, universal, or whatever. Yeah. It's kind of switched up. Last time it was black, green, and blue, so this time it's red, blue, and black. That's fine, yeah. Oh, the page is red too. So, okay, got the fireside message. Choose. These are long, they're very poetic though. Oh, this is black. Now, blue. Now, attitude. Water signs. Okay, these are the channel messages for the evening. Fire signs, fire energy. Signs beside me of you, like a bird's eye view. Something wrong or nothing new. Did you imagine me without you? Is it more than words? So true? What does love feel like, dude? No, black would be for everybody or anybody. But I might be talking too much. No, I might be taking too much time. Oh, I'm getting rated. Okay, I'll wait a second. Hey, everybody, what's going on? How are we doing? Come on. How's it going? How was Mass, everybody? How was church? I was just scribing some messages and now I'm reading them out loud. I can just start. I only read 1 out of 3 so far, so I can just start again. This is fire energy. Signs beside of you, like a bird's eye view. Something wrong or nothing's new. Did you imagine me without you? Is it that words are true? Words so true? Is it more than words so true? What does love feel like, dude? Mm. And the next one is just general universal message. But I might be taking too much time. Everyday life passes by. I can watch, but can I ride? Safe for me to call you mine. Darling, all I got is time. What's left for me is yours is mine. Look, you are. Damn, my handwriting. What's yours is mine. Look, you are. Well, my something. Something. Damn, I have no fucking clue. I wrote this like 5 minutes ago. No idea what this says. How will I ever learn to be fine? Okay. Then the water sign message. It starts with a quote from Hounds of Love. Nothing is real, I just can't deal. That's the line from the Kate Bush song. Just about said, if I am wondering if I'm as poetic, I see the justice in your aesthetic, coffee dates of seeking any. But alas, now a hunt is on for something to evolve the heart. Best got worth, so use it light. Resisting is too much a fight. Loved you once, loved you twice, gonna try with all my might to make the third is timing right. Very cute. Oh, I just wanna take you anywhere that you like. You can go out any day, any night. Baby, I'll take you there, take you there. Baby, I'll take you there, yeah. That song comes to my head. Yeah, so hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. It's almost 4:20 depending on where you live. And I wasn't really doing much tonight. I chatted for a little bit with Dom, who probably left because he doesn't really like tarot. And I just did like a quick draw of the cards that I collected over the course of the week. If you want to watch the replay, you can. It's not a full reading. I wasn't really planning on doing a full reading or anything tonight. I was actually going to go after those scribed messages, but I appreciate y'all being here. I'm usually streaming um, Sunday, Monday, Thursday, Friday nights, and I always try to take Saturdays off unless something really special comes up. Or I get bored enough, I suppose. I very rarely get bored because I always do something, like, of course, stream if I want to. Or special occasions, like I streamed on Wednesday because it was bicycle day. So I would think the bicycle day replay is a good one. Last night's replay, not so much. But there's always like a ton of content that you can watch and consume over on my own website, which is illymilly.com, kind of like the handle. And if you follow me on Instagram, which once again, same handle, which I think all this shit is in my link tree. I shouldn't call it shit because it's mine and I like it. And like, when is that even really something shit? Kind of like a weird thing, right? Kind of get that out of my vocabulary just as much as stupid. If you do follow me on Instagram, either one of those accounts, I always announce when I'm going to stream because I don't schedule a time because I just let myself do it when I want to. So, right? I am wondering if I could stick it out for 20 minutes because I kind of like having, it's like I'm almost at the 2 hour mark. I could probably make it 20 minutes. If anybody has any requests for a deck, we could do like tarot in the next, but none of them are really jumping out to me. Unless someone's very curious to have a love reading, then I would do that because for some reason the pink deck feels like the one to grab, but I'm not that into it. Don't really care that much. Kind of would, rather just do whatever. Um, but something earlier was leaning towards that deck too, and I was like, doesn't seem like the time to do a love reading, but somebody must be curious. What do we think? The ginger beer, by the way. What y'all think? What are we gonna do? No? Lurk, 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 lurk. I was gonna just do the mini reading and not do any other tarot and then just scribe messages. And then y'all showed up and I was like, okay. But then it's still quiet, so maybe I will go, but because I'm trying to make it like the next 20 minutes, I feel like that's reasonable for me. Stream for 2 hours at least. Um, could just throw something basic your way, like the Thoth deck, as an introduction to the stream. Kind of don't feel like doing anything heavy, but Guardian of the Night Tarot stands out. So maybe two wrongs don't make a right. I'll tell you that much. I was actually looking at the Halloween Oracle when I said off deck, so I guess that's a sign. Yeah, I was singing Janis Joplin today, and I really felt like she was gonna come through tonight. There was someone else we were supposed to channel tonight too, or last night. It was gonna be like Bob Marley and stuff, but we just didn't. So this is my Halloween Oracle. I reserved this deck for channel messages from the deceased or any deities that work with the deceased or more or less had deaths that were notable enough to be considered dead, right? And then I also use this deck for shadow self readings, basically, like Dark Night of the Soul vibes. My boobs are very itchy. And I know that sounds really weird, but I feel like did somebody just get their nipple pierced? It's only the one nipple that you maybe got pierced. If it's itchy, you might need. I don't really do piercings. I've only ever gotten my ears pierced, but I've got tattoos. You can use Aquaphor. You gotta clean that. You can watch this whole fucking stream if you don't believe me that someone has a fucking nipple piercing that's irritating them because I did not touch my shirt or my breasts or my bra or anything the whole night. That just came out of nowhere. So yeah, put something on there. Okay. I'm not saying it's infected, but you don't want it to get infected. And the first sign that it's about to get infected is that it's going to be itchy, right? You need relief. Maybe a little even calamine lotion or something. I don't know. Okay. Scrying, intuition. That's what this is. We're using glass, aka mirrors, to look at each other. And I'm doing readings, so I'm gaining intuitive insight. because you're looking back, right? And so it's very easy, very present, very, very possible to pick up on energies so much faster and with ease through these telecommunication devices that are like what we've always used for these things, but high tech and attached to everything. Holy shit. That is like a big deal. Look, the timer, this is really cute because even though it's a quiet night, it's all cosmic divinity because it's 4 with fewer 4 with 4 viewers. So that's how you know it's real. That's how you know it's real. I just got deal. 420? I missed it. Yeah. Oh, it's 422 on 422. We gotta love that. We love to see it. We can rip the bong for Earth Day. Happy Earth Day, everybody. These are my Weed Day, Earth Day, birthday nails. Aren't they cute? Yeah, they fucking are. Just the camera is backwards and I always get confused. Art. Okay, love it. Okay. Top of the deck. Skull and eternal love. Love is love is love and it transcends physical death. Skull of flowers creating through the ashes. Sometimes, even if you burn a bridge, you have to rebuild it. Because some people are meant to be in your life and you're bonded for a reason. And that's it. It is truly that simple sometimes, yeah? We have skeleton strength. So, Leo energy, Leo season, but it's time. Your ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA, with eternal love, are saying that yes, this bond is meant to be. Far from broken, you will see. Okay, the veil is thin. The future is gonna become even clearer, but you have to trust it. Trick or treat, mischief and play. Try to enjoy the mystery of life, okay? Even if you know inside how it works out, owl by seeing one's action. Take fucking notes. Skull of darkness and blind spots. About to get blindsided and not even fucking know it. The veil, the future. And spider, community and web weaving. Skull of darkness, blind spots, and Lady de los Muertos, acceptance and equality. Owe me something. Leave a tip of some sort, and I bet I'll be surprised at what it is. Whoa, community and web weaving. Yeah, it could be anything. Community engagement definitely counts as a tip. So, Night song, hidden talents. Express that. Let's do a trade. Who cares? Okay, do something. Great. Ancestors, the love and legacy of our DNA. Earth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Crying, intuition. Trust your gut. That time of year, that time of season. Horses are very smart and intuitive. They are the throat. They're speakers. That's why lots and lots of tarot readers are Tauruses. Skull of flowers, creating through the ashes. Forgiveness, reducing burden. Earth, happiness in our hearts and homes. Forgive where you're at. Forgive where you came from. Ghost, regret. There's no point in that. This card is on its side, face down. What is it? Death, the eternal cycle begins here. That cycle does not have to start, and it does not have to last forever. It can be broken right now. It can be never even lived at all. Don't you worry about that. That is an alternative, that is an option. But right here we have vampire, emotional intelligence, and joy, rejoicing in the present. Know when someone's draining you and know when someone makes you happy. Know the difference between somebody who keeps you entranced to get something from you and someone who actually brings you fucking joy. Joy. So, some face down cards here. We've got zombie control. Look out for that. Could be drugs, could be scrolling, could be partnership. Cauldron, synergy, and healing. So coming together for the sake of the union, coming together for the better of all good, right? Coming together for the sake of healing means that it has purpose and it's not gonna necessarily be by choice, but be by force. Because the healing is necessary and therefore the synergy is required. Synergy being the energies coming together and working together. Let's go the stars, infinite possibilities, because that's exactly what you're going for, infinite possibilities. Mummy, change. The situation will change probably drastically before your very eyes. And the witch is me. So for me anyway, the earthly weaver of the world, yeah? That's what I do. Talk to dead people, channel extraterrestrials. I am that witch on this planet, in this 3D reality, that delivers messages from everywhere else that I've gone in depth. To what end? For people to just sit and watch and point fingers and laugh at me, to be honest about this stuff. But that takes a certain amount of bravery, and I guess I'll let Paranorman be my inspiration and heroic entity because he had to walk the line and he was like 12 years old when a whole town ostracized and wanted to kill him, right? Very sad. So if Norman can handle that, I can handle some haters, yeah? Skull of stars, infinite possibilities. Anything is possible. You just gotta believe that. Allow me to help you achieve that. Trick or treat, mischief and play and death. Eternal cycle begins here. Have fun with it or don't do it at all. Eternal love. Love is love is love. And it transcends physical death. Yes, yes. Scrying, intuition, and death. Vampire, energy. It's scrying, intuition, and death, but also vampire. Intelligence. Gotta know when someone actually is into it or if they're just using you for shit. These are slipping into the side. Losing the witch and your future. That's the consequences of your actions, right? Skeleton strength. Spider, community, and web weaving. They're very repetitive. I think every card we've gotten twice, and that's the whole reading, right? Isn't that weird? Isn't that weird? Skull of Darkness, blind spots. Who is that? Who are you? You're trying to fuck me up? Don't even. It's not even that kind of night. I'm fucking tired. Don't come at me. If you're troll, what was that? If you're a troll, don't bother. You're trying to get me to say something. Blind spots. I see it. I have no blind spots. Thanks so much. Literally. End before it begins. Okay, because I'm the witch. And I do know and I can see. And yeah, I ain't stupid. Fucking brilliant, alright? Wrong place for you to be at. Let me tell you, buddy. This is for lovers of the eternal kind. Alright. How's my heart is racing a little bit. Who's in charge here? Who is that? I don't understand. Anyway, I will probably just roll some ads real quick because I got like 20 minutes until the pre-roll ad timer goes off, but I'm going to be wrapping up in a few anyways. I think that's going to conclude the tarot for the evening. I feel like I'm getting a channel message though. Huh. Getting some interesting downloads, but it feels very personal, so I don't feel like it's necessary to say out loud. Winter, sacredness is pausing. There's a reason to stop and breathe and get grounded and hear the messages, but at the same time, sometimes it's just because they got me in the chair at the moment. They sometimes drop ones for me too, even. I'll leave with a final 3 if I can get a third one. It's more than 3, but yeah. Again, repetitive cards, the Veil, it's Cauldron, Night Song. Finally, something different for the evening. Bottom of the deck, Scrying. So once again, the reminder to follow your intuition. The Veil, the future, and the Cauldron, synergy and healing. The reason you're getting visions of the future is so you can come together and figure out how to heal this connection. Apple, risk and reward. If you never take a bite, you'll never know how it tastes. And if you decide not to feed, then you might always go hungry. Okay? And underneath that, what needs to come to surface for you? Skull of Stars, infinite possibilities and death. The eternal cycle begins here. You never know until you try, yeah? But you can keep scrying instead of trying, I guess. Love you all so much, yeah? Yeah. Full of light, illumination. Apple again, risk and reward. Winter, sacredness of pausing. Winter's over. It's about to be play. And everybody knows it, okay? Skull of light, illumination with cauldrons, energy and healing. What's done in the dark will come to light, and there will be healing required from these dark nights, from what people have done. They will repent. They will repent as one. Springtime. That's why winter's in reverse. Very good, very cool. Skull of light, illumination. Stone in the dark will come to light. Night song, hidden talents, never hide. It's a writing era for me. My writer's block, unblocked, because I got Uncle Thompson. Is fucking keeping that fucking block down for me. He knocked down that wall and said, "No more writer's block. I'm gonna sit here and watch you do it." And I'm like, "Oh my God, you are, aren't you?" He's like, "Yep, go." And we stay unhinged together. But he doesn't write it for me, you know? I've been loving that energy. It's helped a lot. And I want to sleep so bad, even though I slept pretty weird hours yesterday. I'm hoping to have less weird hours today and go straight to bed when I'm done. Wake up refreshed and on the run and doing things all day. I cannot wait. The format just popped in my head. Dog problems. 22222. My pre-roll ad timer. Very specific. Opening game matches. Ashes to ashes and dust on the deck. I've got my cigarette, and I still something better. Somebody's beard itches. If your beard itches, just shave. I don't know whose. My face did not itch all night. I'll tell you what. I put oil on right before the stream, so that is somebody's beard itches. Just shave it off if you can't get it all clean, you know. Jack-o'-lantern protection, dawn, light up to the darkness, owl, wise seamless action, werewolf, exploring wildness. Go with what you're called to do. That's basically what that means for you. And what's on its side? Forgiveness, reducing burden. Know when something's good, when forgiving someone will reduce burden, and understand that forgiving someone might just create more problems, okay? You have to be able to judge and time that. Skull of darkness, blind spots. You might get blindsided by someone, but your ancestors wanted it that way. Love and legacy of our DNA. Some people are not your best, and yet rejoice in the present. Okay? Be glad it happened. Like that church song. Rejoice and be glad. Blessed are you, holy are you. Rejoice and be glad. Yours is the kingdom of God. I saw him talents. Don't hold back. Now is not the time, yeah? Now is not the time. Winter was pausing skeleton strength. So it's from winter, probably the end of Pisces season till Leo season. The Aries season, the end of winter, last day of winter, the Leo season right now. Work, 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 work. Get it out. Do it. Go for it. Pursue your worlds. Be your girl. Those debts will balance. You won't see it coming. I want to put this deck away, but they argue with me. You have a right to say it. As long as they don't play it. I don't know. Something. I don't know. Anyway. Zombie in reverse. Someone's releasing their control over you. Not having as much control over you. Congratulations. Someone or something. Hurt though. Happiness in our hearts and homes. I'm guessing it's a person. Someone has less and less control over you, and that's great. Congratulations for real. Okay. Anything else? Joy, rejoice in the present, and Lady Taylor Smart's house. You owe me a tip. Don't even worry about it, but it doesn't have to be monetary. You just have to do it. Leave a tip, some capacity. That's great. Yeah. Lady will come for you. She'll come and collect. Feel the flowers greening through the ashes. Werewolf wildness. Pouring wildness. This summer's gonna be fucking lit. It's a coconut tequila type summer for me, bitch. I don't give a fuck, okay? It is what it is. It is what the motherfucker it is. I drink responsibly. Ever heard of it? I drink responsibly. Ever heard of it? I drink responsibly. Ever heard of it? Okay, sorry. I'm like kind of joking, but kind of not. Anyways, you're cool. I love y'all. I'm gonna roll some ads while I clean up a little bit, and I'll come back for final notes, post-apocalyptic thoughts, and sign off. I made it to my 2-hour mark. I will be making my exit. So thank you for tuning in, even if you were just silent. I still appreciate the company, regardless. Whoops. And with that, I bid you adieu. Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Always doing something different, something new, yeah? Tomorrow I'm going to be doing art all day long, friends. So when I'm free again, I may pop over here unexpected and do an art stream if I feel so inclined. Otherwise, I will see you Sunday. I will be back on Sunday evening. It's usually around 9 p.m. Pacific time. And then I'm back again Monday, and then once more. I usually take Tuesdays, Wednesdays off, and then I'm back Thursday, Fridays. So, lovely seeing you all. I am anxious to get back to this painting and finish some of these random projects, miscellaneous papers. Yeah. It's just sometimes so hard. But weed makes it so much easier. God, I love my life, even though it's really been a struggle. So, once more, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for being here. Thanks for your support. If you feel like following, you should. If you want to subscribe, you won't have to watch ads, but there's not that much more to offer with it. It's just supporting me, which I do appreciate. And if you want to check out some of my other content, the links are in the chat there, the website, and my Instagram handles. If you check the link tree, you'll find like a lot more than just these three, but um, everything is everything. Enjoy all the content. Watch the VOD. It's not a super long reading tonight, but it was the second half. So, anyways, I will see you in a couple days. Hopefully, you tune in with me again, and whatever day it is for you, whenever. Happy Earth Day. Do something for your mother to show love. Okay. I would normally pick up trash or something on a day like this or any day that's nice, but it's supposed to be rainy today, and wet trash is really, really even more disgusting than regular trash. So, do something else. I don't know that you'd be able to really plant a tree if it's raining either, but maybe even recompile your lifestyle and see where you can cut back on some of your waste or become more effective in your upcycling and reusing before you resort to recycling or, just even having discussions about what it is to have presence from a green party as we move forward and maybe being able to criticize the current movements surrounding fear just as any other political campaign and start thinking more pragmatic, right? Isn't that the positive? Maybe I got that backwards. Either way, enjoy the day. Worship the sun, worship the earth, worship the grass, worship the world, okay? This planet allows us to be hosted here. Lucky. You're lucky to be on her starship. So enjoy this day. Love your mother. I love you all so much, and I'll catch you on the next one. Good night, good luck, good day, and such. Sweet dreams whenever you touch down on your pillows. Rest. I love you so much. Okay. See you next time.